this being, this intelligent being, just didn't create the universe. The intelligent being created the universe and is sustaining the universe as we speak. In fact, let's go back to you in the beginning. This is in the womb at 11 weeks. Question, is that animal, mineral, vegetable, or human? Human. In fact, let's go back even earlier. Let's go back to when your mother and your father got together. Have you guys had this talk before? I see some young people in here, so I'll try and be discreet. When your mother and your father got together, first of all, your mother perfumed her egg unconsciously, and then your father sent the entire population of the United States, 300 million soldiers, toward your mother's egg. And then there was a race. And you won. That's right. Don't let anyone ever tell you you're not special. You beat out 300 million others. You have blown away anything Michael Phelps has done. Now, seeing some of you limp in here earlier makes it hard for me to believe you were the fastest soldier in the gene pool. But you were. Now, your soldier was 20 to 30 times smaller than a grain of salt, yet it contained half of the genetic information that makes you you. And your mother's egg was about the size of a period at the end of a sentence in an average book, and it contained the other half of the genetic information that makes you you. And when your soldier and your egg came together, a new 100% genetic human being was created. You have not received any more genetic information from that point till right now. Your genetic information has just duplicated itself. Now, from this point to right now, only 4 things needed to happen for you. The only thing that separated you from adulthood was time, air, water, and food. Those are the same 4 things that separate a 2-year-old from adulthood. Does this have implications on the abortion issue? Yeah, we don't kill the 2-year-old. Why do we kill the unborn child in the womb? Genetically, it's the same. Oh, you can't legislate morality, Frank. As Pastor Jack just said, all laws legislate morality. The only question is, whose morality? Let's not legislate my morality, your morality. Let's legislate the morality. The one that Jefferson said was self-evident. No extra charge for that. Let's go back to this. From this point to right now, a construction project of astonishing complexity began taking place. Cells began multiplying at a rate of 4,000 cells per second. Brain cells began multiplying at a rate of 100,000 cells per second. For most of you, anyway. Some cells became brain cells. Other cells became heart cells. Other cells became lung cells. How do they know how to do this? Nobody knows. Some cells went so far across you to become what they needed to become that it would be equivalent to you today walking across the United States alone. And that construction project continues to this day. You just made 4 million new red blood cells. You just made another 4 million new red blood cells. You just made another 4 million new red blood cells. Knock it off. How do you know how to do this? Are you sitting there going, hold on, Frank, I got to make some more red blood cells? No. You're not doing that. How is all this happening? Because there's an external intellect outside of you directing all that to a goal, to an end. That's what Aristotle meant by final causality. He knew this before there was ever a Bible. Aquinas picked it up in the 1200s AD. Things work toward an end, so there must be a mind out there. The psalmist had it right. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. This is why Paul said in Colossians chapter 1, Christ is before all things, and in him all things hold together. God is holding the universe and you together right now and is directing you toward an end. He doesn't just create and then leave. That's a deistic God. He creates and sustains. In fact, he also said before the Athenians on Mars Hill, he said, in Christ we live and move and have our being. God is holding us together right now and directing you toward an end. In fact, a good way to point out what God is like, God is to the universe what a band is to music. When the band was up here playing music, and they'll be out here in a few minutes to play more, they were creating and sustaining the music, right? That's what God does. He creates and sustains us and creates and sustains the universe. When the band stops playing, the music's over. If God were to pull his hand away, we would be over.